Happy Sunday morning. I'm sitting in the whelping box with Poppy's babies. My husband just took Tulip and Poppy outside to get some fresh air. They nursed the babies and cleaned them. And I thought they could use a little mental break to go in the backyard. We'll see how long they'll want to stay back there, but just to give them a little mama break. So I just wanted to show you the puppies, how good they're doing. And let me put this down here so I can check on the temperature. But I'll just start. Let me just start with the girls. Here's little tiny Miss Strawberry Shortcake, I call her. Shorty. She's so tiny. Teeny tiny girl. So she's a black brindle, and you can kind of see the brindling. But one of the reasons I think she's so beautiful is because she's just this beautiful dark color, and then she has this beautiful, which the color is coloring a big part of it, but she has this beautiful white patch on her chest. Here, let me, hold on, I'm going to put you down for 1 second. Let me take this off so you can see it. There we go. Now you can see how pretty she is. It's just going to be stunning up against her dark fur. She has, okay, hold on, wiggly worm. She has a beautiful flat face. Great little tail. Hers kind of swishes to the side. It's really cute. Frenchie's tails come in all variety. Sometimes we call them a Nike swoosh, like she has. Sometimes they almost don't have a tail. Digger is one of those. He just barely has a tail. Let's see if I put her down. Show her her tiny little feet. I need to cut their nails already. Just 2 days old, and I need to cut their nails. That's how much they grow. Poppy's milk has come in. You can see the brindling a little more. So they all gained today. This litter, because there were so many, is a little bit smaller than Tulip's litter. Tulip's litter is like 0.6 of a pound, and these guys are 0.49, 0.5. So that is her. I just think she's going to be beautiful. I don't think she'll be very big. I think she's going to be nice and short and compact. She's not as filled out as Tulip's puppies, but they will quickly do that. It's just when there's so many in the litter, they don't get as plump before they come out. But there she is. Her little umbilical cord fell off. Okay, so let's go back over there, little girl. Here is her sister, little Miss Raspberry. Hi, baby girl. She still has her little tiny cord hanging on. I think she's stunning. Poppy is a sable, so Poppy's darker. She's what we call a fawn, masked fawn. And I mean, I love her. She's going to be tiny, compact. She just has a little stub of a tail, tucks in. Hey, I can turn her this way. Let me get a little up close picture of her face. No, it's not time to eat. She's trying to root. Say hi. Uh-oh. Hi. It's not time to eat, Piglet. There she is. I just think she's beautiful. Okay. Let's see here. Who should we do next? Let's do the Pied Boys. We'll start with this guy back here, Mr. Huckleberry, with all his spots. He's got a nice tucked tail. It is a Nike swoosh. Lots of spots on him. He is what we call a double hooded pied, meaning both eyes are covered. And you can see now his nose was pink, pink, pink. His nose is going to fill in and be kind of gray. And you can see it now. See, it's starting to fill in and get darker. What's that, buddy? There he is. Let's see if I can just... Let me see if his cord is... Oh, his cord fell off. Oh, he's pooping. Hold on, guys. I'm going to clean that real quick while I'm talking to you. Just wipe his little bottom. Ah, okay. Going potty in public. See his little head? I'm going to grab this wipey and wipe him out a little bit more. He's really cruising. Sorry, we got poop on his back a little bit. This is your video debut, buddy. You need to behave with all the pooping. There we go. He's got a great little flat face. He likes to eat. Oh, I got poop on his back too. Okay, I think I have it on my hands. This is what happens when you breed puppies. I always have poop on me or somewhere. Okay. Let's see how pretty he is. He really cruises. He's strong. He actually, though, is one of the smaller pups in the litter still. We'll see how he does now that the mama's milk's in. But this spot is really cool. It almost looks like a heart on his side. And then he's got these two little circle ones. He reminds me of a cow. A Frenchy cow. Can we see your face up close? Okay. I'm just trying to wipe my hand a little bit. You guys watch the puppies here while I do that. Okay, I think I'm good. Now, I took his collar off because this is Gooseberry, the other pied boy. He scoots so much that he keeps getting his collar pulled down under his arm. So I think it's just better for him not to wear his collar right now. He has one spot. I mean, I would be so tempted to name him Spot if I were keeping him. And then he's not hooded because he just has one patch over his eye. And it kind of goes on his ear a little bit and then this ear. And I think he's really unique and I just love him. He almost looks like he has eyeliner on that other eye. And he likes to eat too. Huh, buddy? And I'm telling you, if these pieds were girls, I would be very tempted to keep one. His nice little tucked tail. Let you see him down this way. See him? How much he cruises. He's really strong. He gets his legs up under him, and that's really amazing for as little as he is, that he does that already with his cruising. He's like, hey, brother. And I think I've told some of you, when they're born, their ears are sealed shut. Let's see if I can show you. See, they're completely sealed. And their eyes are closed, so they're essentially blind and deaf. They do everything by feel, and they can't pee or poop by themselves. Their moms have to lick and clean them. So if you have a mom who is not into that, then it becomes the job of the breeder until they're older and they poop and pee on their own. Then we potty them. But Tulip and Poppy are both doing an excellent job. And I kind of help them potty just because I want to check and make sure the puppies are peeing and that their pee's not, you know, if it's dark, then that's a sign to me that maybe they're not drinking enough milk. And like to just keep track on how much they're going potty. So I'm very much a part of that process, but I try to let the mamas do as much as they can by themselves and be independent. So here's these two snuggling. Now, they like to touch something. They don't like, if they get off by themselves, they'll start howling. So let me see if Mr. Goose, yeah, his umbilical cord came off today. okay. I won't bug you. Okay, so we'll just go right next to him is Mr. Boysenberry, who reminds me a lot of Poppy when his coloring does, when she was little. She had the same white blaze. Hers is very, very thin. His is like 5 times as wide as hers, and he'll keep that. And because he has a mask, I think it makes him look kind of like a raccoon, and I just think it's so beautiful. And then you can tell here where that blaze comes out. It's covered up a little, and then it comes out in his back. And it's so sweet. And then if you look at his belly, see how much white he has? So he's gonna just be really pretty. He has a little tiny tail. You can probably hear Tulip is wanting to come back to her babies now. See how flat his little face is? He's so unique. I mean, I just think he's striking. And the dark contrast between the white and the fawn. Such a handsome boy. And in person, he's just velvety looking. His coloring is kind of like, it's almost like a little chinchilla coloring. His mama was licking his forehead, so you can tell he was well cleaned. And then if you look at his feet, which I think is so cute, is he has little socks. He has 1 little sock on his front and then 2 on his back. And those will stay. Poppy has 1. Trying to see, he has a little tip on that foot. But those will stay. As they get bigger, they might grow a little bit. Let me see if I can just lift his little face for you. Okay, it's not, I think it's time to eat when I do that. Okay, so that's Mr. Boysenberry. We've got our little strawberry, our gooseberry. I think we've done all of these guys. Mr. Blackberry, who I just think is gonna be the sleeper of the litter. He is stunning. He's got a little tucked tail. You can see how this is a fawn and this is a sable. And all that means is he's actually a fawn. It's the same genetically, it's just the tips of his fur, it's like you dipped him in black ink, and that's the difference. And he's got a mask. And look at that face. Look at that rope. You can see the poop on my hand. Sorry about that. There he is. In a sec, I'm gonna wipe my hand off. Oh, I think it'll come off. Okay, so he is tiny. He's very tiny. But he eats with vigor. Look at him. He's like, is it time to eat? What's your little face? Mr. Boise? Oh, look at his little chest. And the thing is, he's got this beautiful white chest that's just going to be stunning. You guys, every one of these puppies just has something unique about them that pops their color, but the structure, the body standard is there. They have great nares, nice open nose, so they're going to be good breathers. See, his little ears are sealed. Looks like a little bear from the back. So that's Mr. Boysenberry. And last, let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I cannot tell you how many times a day I'm counting these puppies. This is Mr. Blueberry. I've not decided if he is a blue sable, just a blue, or if he's blue brindle. I kind of might think he might be brindle, but I don't know. It's going to be hard to tell. Because Poppy doesn't carry tan, these puppies won't get like the tan spots on their feet like our other litters did. Let me show you. See, his little umbilical cord is off. He has a little white chest, which will pop against his blue coloring. It would be awesome if he has blue eyes, but most likely they'll be green. He has a nice little tucked tail. Like I was saying earlier, Frenchie tails come in all varieties. Sometimes you'll get a Frenchie that has more of a stub, which I like them all. I don't necessarily have, you know, if I were showing this, you would want a nice flat tail that covers their bum, if they were going to, you know, be a show dog. But other than that, like I said, Frenchie tails come in all varieties. Let me just see if I can get a close-up of his face. Hey, buddy. Look at him. He has this kind of silvery gray look to him. I'm going to pick him up and turn him sideways for you again. Look at him. Hey, buddy. There you go. So it's funny because our last litter we got all girls, and this litter we got more boys. 6 boys and 4 girls. So, as of right now, we have way more people on the list than we have puppies for. The people, as you know, people have dropped off. I've notified everybody that, you know, clearly the top 10 people have been notified, and once the puppies are about 3 weeks old, we'll just start going down the list and you guys can pick your puppy. You know, some people specified boy, girl. There's a couple people who are, you know, they're willing to take whichever when it's their turn, if there's only a boy left or a girl left. So, you know, just bear with me. It's fluid, it changes. I had someone on the list yesterday that was pretty high up there, and she found somebody and ended up just really quickly buying a puppy from somebody else, which I'm so happy anytime somebody finds a puppy they love. So I have no issues with that whatsoever. But that moved everybody under her up the list, and so I was able to put one more person on the list. So you know, once we make puppy picks, then we, you know, we'll just, like I said, go down through the list, and then the people who are on the standby list, just like you guys who rolled over, will roll over to our next litter. So I wish we could have puppies for everybody. I cannot tell you, the demand is insane. I must get 3, 4, 5 requests a day. Every time I post, I get people asking if we have available puppies. So, you know, like I said, but also, you know, we breed when our girls come in heat, and we're not going to overbreed them. So that's kind of where we're at. If you guys have any questions about a puppy, or you want me just to do a video on one puppy specifically, I'd be happy to do that. The other puppies are over there. You can't see them because they're tucked down, but I'm happy everybody's doing well. I don't let my guard down. We lost a puppy our last litter, you guys, and it was devastating. And so that's one of the reasons at 2 weeks we lost her. I don't want you guys picking too soon, because I don't want it to be your puppy that, you know, has an issue and that I have to call you. So I'm not anticipating. I have all the tools I need. I have different medications this time than I didn't have last time. We excuse the dirty clothes in the hamper, but we have our incubator. We have our supplies. We have oxygen. We have nebulizers, IV fluids, you know, things to do tube feeding. So, you know, the biggest concern for me is always aspiration. They, you know, they're flat faced, so when they're nursing, milk comes out their nose often. So this time I got a nasal aspirator that's electric, so it works fantastic. If I see 1 drop of milk, you bet I'm sucking it out of their nose in a nanosecond. So healthy litter, great mamas. They're gonna grow fast. Here's little Miss Raspberry. Mr. Spot. Once his ears stand up with that dark coloring, they're going to be so cute. Anyway, I could talk about them all day, but I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to upload this video and send it out. Happy Sunday, you guys.